And it's another great days that we are living in the premium group of Telegram. As we can see, my friends, these are the signals that we have sent today, Tuesday. And look at these successful signals. Almost all of them have went into the take profit number 2, and some of them take profit number 3 as well. Some of these signals actually were running from the last week as well. And as we can see, thankfully, we have recovered any losses happened during this week. We admit that there was sadly 2 signals have hit the stop loss, but of course also we are having almost all of the other signals have reached the take profit levels, and thankfully the clients are very happy and enjoying the experience with our signals, and thankfully also they are making a very decent and good profits. I'm very happy to see the results like this, and I'm very proud of our work, and for sure Angela has done some amazing work with these signals. So of course, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. So of course, not only the premium group is doing well, but also the signals that I have sent last Saturday is doing great also. We can notice right here that the EURUSD has almost reversed from the entry that I have mentioned, just about 5 pips away far from it, and went all the way to the take profit level, making 120 pips of profit. I hope you guys have taken this signal from my channel. For the pound USD, it also has reversed just like 5 pips exactly from the entry level. I think, yes, only 5 pips, and has went also all the way to the take profit level. USDCAD has also reversed. They all reversed just 4 or 5 pips before the entry, but I will take the credit from the of these signals, and I will consider them as profitable ones. And USDCAD, however, is doing something else. We will discuss this pair later. USDJPY has reversed without even getting near to our entry and went all the way to the take profit level. Same goes, I think, to the USDCHF. No, USDCHF has reversed just also 4 pips away from the entry point and currently running in 53 pips of profit. Gold is the only one which has been very loyal, and look at that. That is very accurate. The precise entry is just awesome. I'm just very proud of my work. And as you can see, the gold has been triggered and the pair has went in total of 175 pips, currently running in almost 90 pips, I would say. So everything is going well. Let me now please mess up with my chart. Okay, let me now please tell you what we can do next with the other pairs. So let's now begin with the EURUSD. So regarding this EURUSD, in my opinion, let me just delete the old signal, and let me tell you that most likely the EURUSD is gonna definitely continue the fall. This movement right here, if we can notice, the pair is actually respecting the resistance trendline channel that we're having right here, and seems to me like it's gonna continue the fall. The pair has actually managed to make an attempt to break out from that resistance trendline, but of course it has failed. And now it went below Fibonacci 50 retracement. Therefore, we can expect from the EURUSD to continue the fall. So after confirming the direction on the daily chart, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we will decide our entry. So let me now delete these lines, and let me tell you what we can do exactly to define our entry to be accurate as much as possible. Now first of all, we need to look at the left. We have to find the strongest resistance level. By the naked eyes, we can tell clearly that this was right here, my friends, the strongest resistance level on 1.13472. Let me explain why. So we can notice right here that the market has reversed on that resistance. Then right here we had another false breakout. Then again, the market has reversed exactly on 1.13472. Then again, another false breakout. And again another resistance exactly on the same level, and again resistance on the same level, resistance on the same level, resistance on the same level, and each and every time when the market has made an attempt to make a bullish breakout from that level, it has always been a fake or a false breakout, which means the level of 1.13472 is the real level of the resistance where we can start shorting this pair. However, There is of course another way that we can confirm our entry, and I have explained this way in another video called the magic of trend lines. It's on the channel's videos. You can refer to that video to understand exactly what I'm about to do right now. So all we need to do actually is just randomly pick any high and lower high, just like that. So I just drawn my resistance trend line from this high to this lower high. Now all I need to do is simply drag this line like this to confirm where exactly is going to be the next reversal. So looking right here, my friends, we are having right here the resistance trend line, which has become a new support trend line. Then again, the market has made a bearish breakout from that level, and most likely right now that resistance trend line is going to be respected again, and the market is going to keep that position again as a resistance trend line. That being said, we have now confirmed again our entry on the EURUSD, that the pair most likely is going to hit this level right here, which is going to match up with that resistance level, and also of course that resistance trend line is going to keep its position. So we have to wait for the EURUSD to rise to another 19 pips, I would say, before we can sell it. So sell this pair at 134.72. Now for the target. Now to the target, let's move to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, we are having right here that support trend line, and most likely with this strong movement and this full bar on the daily candles and the strength of that resistance level, as I have just explained to you, most likely the EURUSD is actually going to make the breakout from that support trend line. The market is going to be trapped inside this channel, and it's going to reach what we call the bottleneck. Now this bottleneck, actually, usually the market, when it's getting trapped inside this level, is going to make what we call the price explosion, and is going to continue the fall like that. That being said, our support level right here or right here should be the target, and more realistic target is the support level at 1.11960, which means we can expect from this candle to fall to another 150 pips, I would say. But however, I don't like to give unrealistic targets, so let me just tell you that the target that we are aiming is going to be exactly right here, that strong key support level at 1.12357, which means we are aiming exactly 111 pips right from this trade. Take profit level 1.12357. Now for the safe zone, since we are relying on that resistance, as I have explained earlier, the safe zone should be ranging just till the peak of that resistance, exactly like that, which means our safe zone will be ranging for 35 pips only. I don't think it's required to range higher than that, but however, let me just make it exactly like that. That's giving the candles some space to breathe and to make an attempt to break out from that level before it finally reverses is actually a good idea. So there goes the signal for the EURUSD. Let's now check the other signal. Let's now look at the pound USD. Now regarding pound USD, as we can see, it has reached the take profit level, so therefore let me now delete the old signal and let's see what we can do next with this pair. Actually, it's very similar analysis to the EURUSD. The pair has managed to break out from that resistance level of 1.36053. So therefore, most likely after seeing this price action, we can confirm that the pound USD is going to continue the fall, and the target will be most likely the strong key support level exactly right here at 1.34580. So after confirming the direction on the daily chart, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see the resistance level right here. But however, do we really believe that this pair is going to reverse right there? We need to confirm our entry. So we are having here the resistance level at 1.36050. But however, again, we need to confirm our entry. And again, we will do this by using the magic of trend lines. So all I'm going to do is draw right here a resistance trend line from this high to this lower high. Just like that. And simply drag this line like this to have a precise entry. Now check this out, exactly like this. Let me now move to the 1-hour time frame. Now on the 1-hour time frame, we can see clearly that right here we are having the resistance trend line And as you can see, that resistance trend line, when it was about to become a new support trend line, the market has skipped that level, ignored it, and has made a bearish reversal, and right now it's in the process of the pullback. So most likely the peak of the resistance right here is gonna be respected, because that level of the resistance is gonna be retested again, and as we can see, exactly like this. So that level of the resistance is what we are waiting for to be retested, and again that resistance trend line also is gonna be retested, and most likely is gonna be respected again. Therefore, we have to wait for the pound USD to rise to another 15 pips before we can short it again. That being said, still the pound USD at 1.36128, and let me tell you that since we are relying on that resistance trend line, the safe zone has to be ranging just till the highest level of the resistance, exactly right here, which means our safe zone will be ranging for 35 pips only. Let me just increase it a little bit more, and that's actually better, exactly like that. Now for the target. The target, of course, we have to go to the daily chart to confirm it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, since we are placing our trade on that resistance level, our target has to be the nearest strong key support level. And by looking at the daily chart, we can see clearly that this is the nearest strong daily, the nearest key support level, which means we are expecting to make about 120 pips, I would say, from selling the pound USD from that level. And the target will be right here, my friends. Take profit level 1.34904. That's everything for the pound USD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let me just fix this one. Exactly. Now it's being fixed. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now move to the AUDUSD. So again, AUDUSD signal has almost reversed from the entry, but so far it's still running. So let me tell you what we can do next with this pair. Most likely, the AUDUSD has actually been under pressure of the support at 0.71887 and 71843. I mean, most likely it seems like the pair is now showing a strong bullish movement, but I believe it's gonna be a pullback. Now, where exactly we can start shorting this pair? Because obviously the pair is gonna be continue the fall. If we check the daily chart, this price action, my friends, as I have explained earlier last week, this price action confirms the bearish reversal. So most likely the pair is gonna continue the fall, is just waiting to retest that resistance level as 0.72115 before finally gives up and continue the fall. I don't think the AUDUSD has any chance to rise at that level. Most likely it's gonna continue the fall right away. But however, we just need to make sure that we are having a safe entry. Moving back to the 4-hour time frame. All we need to do right now is using again the magic of trend lines, and this time I really don't need to clone any resistance trend line. It's just right there in front of me. All I have to do is draw a resistance trend line from this high to this lower high, just like that. Now we have to wait for the pair to continue the rise till it reaches the second attempt of that resistance trend line to create, of course, a resistance trend line number 2, and from that level we can start shorting the AUDUSD. Most likely it's gonna continue creating the channel, as we can see right here. So this is the channel, so therefore we can expect from this pair to reverse is exactly from that resistance trend line, and after that it's gonna continue the fall till it reaches the other edge of the channel, and also it's gonna retest or revisit the strong key support level as 0.70970. So that being said, we have to look right now at the left side to find the strongest resistance levels, and of course exactly right here, exactly right here, my friends, we are having a strong resistance level. This was the resistance number 1, this was resistance number 2, and again we can see that the same level has become also a new support. So therefore this level is going to match up with the resistance trend line as well, and from that point we can start shorting the AUDUSD. So let me tell you that we can start shorting this pair at 0.72080. And the target, of course, is going to be right here, the nearest strong key support level, which means you are aiming approximately 81 pips profit from this signal. Therefore, take profit level 0.71284. For the safe zone, of course, it has to be ranging just a little bit above the resistance level, which we are relying on. That being said, this is the highest level of the resistance that we can actually depend on, because if the market is ever gonna be able to break out from that resistance trend line, it means that this whole setup is no longer valid. So the safe zone will be ranging for just 33 pips only. So that's everything for the AUDUSD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now move to the USDCAD. Now regarding USDCAD, now I believe the buy signal is no longer valid. Unfortunately, it's not working, and I think the pair has made right here both actually it has made 2 attempts which have been actually false attempts to break out from that long-term resistance exactly on 1.25305. So right now all we need to do is to look for these sell orders. Now let me tell you something. Actually there is something about the USDCAD today Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Dubai time, 1:30 p.m. GMT time. We will be having the CPI news on the CAD. These news actually might affect the market. And by the way, just wanted to share with you which time I'm making this video for you. Yes, it's now 3:30 a.m. Dubai time. I'm just gonna make this video and go to sleep, honestly. So anyway, these news actually, my friends, it can ruin the signal of the CAD, but however we have to give the signal anyway. But I'm telling you to please be careful. Also, of course, for the pound, I forgot to mention this. 11 a.m. Dubai time, 9 a.m. GMT time, we will having the CPI news for the JPY, for the GBP as well for the pound. So we have to be careful about our trades and our positions today. Make sure that you are up to the news and opening your ears to it. It can actually change the whole direction of these signals. Please, my friends, pay attention to these warnings. It's very, very important. Don't ever ignore fundamentals. So regarding USDCAD, if we look right now at the daily chart, now the daily chart is telling us a lot. Let me share with you. So right here we are having a resistance level, and we can check clearly that this resistance level is matching up with the other attempts of the resistance trend lines. We're having here a resistance trend line, and again another resistance trend line, which means that the USDCAD has actually failed to break out from that resistance trend line. Right now the pair is running inside of this channel. Actually, let me make it longer. Let me make it array so we can see. Yes, exactly, that's better. Let me just delete the other one and just clone that one exactly like that. Make it in the higher top, exactly. So right now we're having this channel that we can see the USDCAD is running inside of. Right now we can expect from the USDCAD to continue the fall till it reaches, first of all, that support level. As we can see right here, my friends, is gonna be revisited again as a support trend line, and also that strong key support level, sorry, not here, that strong key support level is definitely also gonna be retested. So therefore, on the daily chart, the market has confirmed a bearish fall. So let me just now move to the 4-hour time frame, even to the 1-hour time frame. Right now we need to find our entries. So by looking at the left, we can see clearly that we had right here a strong resistance level. So by studying the structure, we can notice right here that this resistance level has also become a resistance right here and right here and right here as well, and also right here, by the way. So we can confirm right now that maybe the market, under the pressure from the support of 1.24960, is gonna make another bullish pullback and rises to another 20 pips before we can start shorting it. So therefore we have to wait for the pair to reach this level of the resistance before we can start shorting again. Of course, I have to inform you that you have to wait for the price action before you start making any orders. And of course, don't forget to pay your attention to the news about the CPI. They might change the whole signal. So therefore, sell at 1.25254. And of course, based on the structure right in front of me, The target, of course, my friends, has to be right here, the lowest level of the support at 1.24591, which means we are aiming actually 65 pips only. We are on the 1 hour time frame. Daily chart. Actually, yes, that's it. That's it. I cannot go higher than that. This is what the setup is giving for us. We have to stick to it. Yes, the target is going to be only 65 pips. Meanwhile, the safe zone has to be ranging just right here till the highest level of the resistance at 1.25557, which means the safe zone is ranging for only 60 pips. Let me just write for you the take profit level for the USDCAD. Take profit level is 1.24591. That's everything for the USDCAD. Let's now move to the other pair. Let's now take a look at the USDJPY. So regarding USDJPY, if I'm not mistaken, the pair is going to continue the rise for the remaining days of this week. If we look at the daily chart, we can notice right here the pin bar that has appeared, and most likely the USDJPY is going to continue the rise till it reaches the peak of the resistance at 116.175. Now we can notice clearly also that we're having right here a support trend line. Oh, the ray is good. And if we clone this ray or this support trend line, we can see clearly that the market has respected that level again and reversed exactly right on it. But however, we need to continue cloning this level. Let me now move back to the 4 hour time frame, and let me just drag this line all the way like this. Exactly like that. Exactly like this. Let me just be sure everything is correct. I don't want to mess up, and let me just compare it to the support level. I believe that's correct. Yes, right now, my friends, we're having right here a supported trend line and also many attempts of the same supported trend line. Now, why did I choose this level exactly from the other levels? I mean, why didn't I put my support trend line like this, or like this, or like this? Why like this? Why exactly like this precisely? Let me tell you the reason. You need to watch the video of the magic of trend lines. If you now move to the 1 hour time frame, you can notice clearly that I have drawn my support trend line exactly like this. And pay attention, this was the bullish breakout level from that resistance trend line, and we are having right here 1 and 2 attempts of the resistance trend line. So this was RTL number 2, this was RTL number, this was number 1, this is number 2. RTL is resistance trend line. Now, after the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line, we have to wait for the market to fall again and retest that level and to create a new support trend line. Of course, the rules of the magic of trend lines says that we have to draw right here the resistance trend line. It has to be drawn, and the new support trend line has to be taken from the nearest resistance trend line to the bullish breakout candle. I think you guys didn't get what I said, but this is exactly what the strategy is all about. So anyway, let me just make sure that this is exactly where we can start again buying the USDJPY, and also we're having right here a support the level, and most likely that support, by the way, that support has already been respected right here as a support level. So we are having right here support number 1, and right here we can start buying the market again at the second attempt of the support, which means we have to wait for the USDJPY to fall to another 20 pips before we can start buying this pair. So buy at 114.386. Let me just write the signals for you, my friends, to save your time. So as you can see, we have to buy the USDJPY from that level, and the safe zone has to be ranging till the nearest strong key support level at 113.952, which is going to be ranging for approximately 41 pips. Meanwhile, the target has to be the nearest strong key resistance level, which is right here, my friends. I believe it's going to continue to rise more, but however, the target is going to be about 107, or actually 108 pips only. That's everything for the USDJPY. Let me now move to the USDCHF. So let's now move to the USDCHF, and as you can see, the pair is getting closer to the take profit level. But however, what is the next entry that we can expect and we can actually make another good profit out from? Let me tell you something. The USDCHF is approaching, or actually we are hoping for it to approach the strong key support level at 0.91482. Now all we need to do is confirming the direction, or sorry, confirming the direction and the entry as well. So by looking at the 4-hour time frame, the pair has already created right here a double bottom pattern. Now what we are waiting for is for the market to give up upon the pressure from the resistance of 0.91820, and most likely that resistance level is gonna be respected again, and the market is gonna continue the rise till it reaches the resistance level at 0.92300. So by saying that, we have to wait for the USDCHF to rise, to fall to another 23 pips before we can start buying it. Let me now please write for you the signal to save your time. So as we can see, the safe zone of the USDCHF is gonna be ranging for about 40 pips only till the lowest level of the strong key support level at 0.91083, and the target, my friends, will be the strong key resistance level right here on 0.92445, which means we are aiming approximately 97 pips from this trade. So that's everything for the USDCHF. Let me now move to the next pair. Now with the gold. Let's now start talking about the gold. So now the gold has reversed, as I mentioned earlier, from my entry, which I have given earlier last week. But however, right now we are having right here, my friends, a resistance trend line, as we can see, exactly like this. Now we can expect from the gold to make another pullback actually after it rises to another 30 pips, and after that we can start shorting this pair again. Now we can see clearly that we are having right here also a strong resistance level at 1816.98. But however, I'm gonna give you a safer entry. I don't even know if a safer is a good is a word. More safe, I think, yes, that is the right word. Anyway, 1817.30 is where we can start shorting the gold again. But we have to wait for the good price action, which indicates a bearish reversal and the respect of that resistance trend line. Make sure that you are giving the pair some time to reverse exactly from that level before you start shorting it. We have to wait for the price action. So therefore, sell again for the gold at 1817.30. And of course, the safe zone will be ranging for the safe zone. I cannot say it's exactly the old one because that's going to be 200 pips. Meanwhile, the target is going to be 274 pips. We have to create another safe zone for the new entry, but that's actually not realistic. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, my friends, we can actually rely on the price action to decide if this signal is going to continue running or not. Please stay tuned to the free group of Telegram. I'm going to warn everyone if this signal has failed. I will tell you to close it as soon as possible. If you are not in the free group, I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible anyway, of course. But I'm not responsible for not informing you to close this trade as earlier as possible. If you are not in the free group of Telegram, please make sure that you are there. Don't tell me don't cry. Anyway, I'm telling you, please join the free group just to stay tuned to the updates of any updates about this signal of the gold. Most likely I'm gonna send there if we have to keep the signal running or not. So I believe everything is good right now. The gold signal is running well from the entry, and it has right now running in 90 pips of profit. I just wanted to say, my friends, that if you are making good profits from the signals that I'm sending on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, and of course share this video, and of course hit the like button. Let this video get the highest number of likes if possible. We want to grow the channel, and I would really like to grow, and hopefully by end of this year we can reach 100,000 subscribers. It's gonna be a good feeling, and of course it's gonna be encouraging all of us to give more, and you guys surely deserve all this hard work I'm giving. So in the end, I hope that it's informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.